Reports of 42 person weapon you. I never want try lose you, try them up on me. Well.
Many Nigerians have taken to the media with tears in their eyes, asking the same question over and over. What is the singular offense of this young man, Dr. Ikenna, that warranted his untimely demise, his untimely death, all the way in the United States of America? The answer is not far-fetched. The only crime that this young man committed was simply getting married and having children. Well, for those of you who do not know, Dr. Ikenna Chukwukadibia Erinne is a Nigerian-American-based cardiologist. Dr. Ikenna Chukwukadibia was an alumnus of Nigeria Navy Secondary School, Port Harcourt, ever before traveling to the United States of America, where he studied and acquired a medical degree from Morehouse School of Medicine. This young man, who hails from Anambra State, has actually paid his dues. For those of you who understand what it takes to becoming a cardiologist in the United States of America, you will understand that this young man is not only intelligent, he's not only smart, but he has paid his dues over the years, because it takes a minimum of 8 to 14 years before becoming a trained cardiologist in the United States of America. But very sadly, this young man ended in this very fashion. My heartfelt condolence goes to the family and the children this young man has left behind. Based on the information available on the internet space, it was revealed that Dr. Ikenna lost the custody battle for the children. And having lost the custody battle of the children, he was also asked to pay a monthly, child support of $15,000, as well as with, very strong restrictions on having access to the children. More information revealed that thereafter, after the pronouncement from the court, that Dr. Ikenna held hostage his beloved wife, his 2 kids, Ugonna and Munachi, and a nanny at a gunpoint. And somehow, the nanny escaped and alerted the police. But before the police arrived at the venue, sadly as the news has it, Dr. Ikenna took his own life using a pistol. The question here is, how true is this case? Because, looking at the situation, if truly Dr. Ikenna held this family hostage for a reason, one singular question would be, what are the reasons? What are his intentions? If this actually happened and he had a bad intention for doing that, probably the young man would have wasted both the wife, the kids, and probably alongside with himself. But very unfortunately, he ended up wasting his own life.
The way and be buying properties in your children's name. Don't buy it in your name. Buy it in your children's name. To avoid all this kind of scenario every day, divorce up and down. Most especially the people in Western countries. I don't know how you feel. Making sure that your children does not experience fatherly love because of your selfish interest. May God help us in this generation.
So this particular doctor by himself, because of child support, Dr. Ikenna Erinne, who is based in US, a cardiologist doctor, by himself because of $15,000 for child support from his ex-wife. This is too much. One thing I have to say in this particular video is that whoever that buy himself, whoever that buy, lose, a big time lose. Don't allow yourself to be buy. Don't allow anybody to buy you in this world. Just witchery enough, because this kind of thing, I don't get it. I heard that his license was withdrawn too. Why can't this guy come back to Nigeria? Or does it mean that he cannot find work again in this country? Even if your license was withdrawn, at least be alive for your family. How can you buy yourself because of a woman? They ask you to bring $15,000 for your child support. If you can't do it, just come back alive and be alive. You can't buy yourself because of a woman. Now that you are gone, and the lady will still move to another man and be enjoying herself. Be you a woman or a man, don't buy yourself in this world for anything, for anybody. I cannot try it. It's a lie. This kind of buy is quite complicated. How can this young and vibrant young man just buy himself just because of this is too much? I don't even know what to say in this particular thing. And I also heard, allegedly, that the ex-wife of this guy that by himself is the daughter of a popular man that trended one certain time ago, Francis Van, the boy master. According to him, he posted so many women's photos that time that he has crossed their paths. Then he has spoiled each of every woman that he posted his picture. Then the man trended that time. If you're on social media, you will know this particular man I'm talking about. That is the father of this girl that was demanding for $15,000 for child support. And this guy buying himself because of it. Please, one advice I have to give to anybody listening to me or seeing this video, no matter the kind of situation you are going through, don't ever in your life buy yourself, because once you are alive, solution to your problem will come out. The only thing that you can't do in this world is buy. When that person has closed his or her eyes, that is the only thing that have no solution. But once you are alive, you will find solution to your problem. All these people using their hand to buy themselves, all because of depression, this and that. Why not go to someone and talk to the person? Be with somebody. Go out and be with friends, so that all those things that you are passing through will just vanish on their own, instead of you to buy yourself. That will buy him or herself lose.
The photo you are looking at is their traditional wedding invitation held in 2020. This story will make you question everything you know about marriage and love. Dr. Ikenna Erinne, a 36-year-old Nigerian heart doctor in the US, has reportedly ended it all after a court ordered him to start paying $15,000 every month as child support to his ex-wife, who has 2 children for him. Dr. Ikenna is said to have been in so much debt already because of the money he spent during the legal battle with his ex-wife. And as if that was not enough, his license as a cardiologist, that is a heart doctor, was also seized from him. Many of his friends and colleagues who are talking about this online describe Dr. Erinne as a devoted father and compassionate doctor, but now gone too soon in the name of marriage. Nigerians are now surprised after finding out that the father-in-law to Ikenna Erinne, the heart doctor who just ended it all in the US over child support, is Francis Van Leeuwen. Francis Van Leeuwen is the 70-year-old man who went viral last year for releasing the names of all the women he has nagged since 1970. Van Leeuwen has been defending his daughter on social media, saying she can't be blamed for what the doctor did to himself. In case you missed it, 36-year-old Nigerian doctor Ikenna Erinne ended it all after the court ordered him to be paying $15,000 every month to his ex-wife.
I'm sure by now we've all heard the story about Dr. Erinne, the 36-year-old cardiologist that unalived himself after being forced to pay a child support of $15,000 against his ex-wife. This was after some legal battles between him and his ex-wife, and apparently he could not pay this amount, and because of that he took the ultimate decision to unalive himself. This is the story and the narrative that has been driven on the media, and this is the account of the media, unlike someone that is more close to home that gave us the full account of this story, the father to the woman in question, Francis Van Leeuwen. According to the Rural News affirmed by Francis Van Leeuwen, Chibugo Van Leeuwen, which is the mother of the children, never married this man, and apparently they just had children but they were never married. And also, according to Francis Van Leeuwen's narration, the story about him paying a child support of $15,000 was rather false, but the true money that he was given to pay child support was $1,900. And according to Francis Van Leeuwen, the reason why he was told to pay $1,900 per child was because his son has special needs. And unlike the report that said that his medical license was revoked and because of that he couldn't work for the money, Francis Van Leeuwen, the father of the woman in question, has said that no, his license was not revoked. He still had license to work anywhere because he had medical licenses for multiple states in the country, so he could work anywhere and that money was achievable by him. So Francis Van Leeuwen said that the whole media tried to paint the man as a victim, but apparently his daughter is the victim in this whole situation. Francis Van Leeuwen said that after the legal battles and the court had decided for them to handle the case with Dr. Erinne paying the child support of $1,900, Dr. Erinne apparently took the children home to their mother and held 3 of them at gunpoint until the police arrived. Apparently they were held for over 3 hours while waiting for the police, and when the police arrived on the scene, Dr. Erinne was too scared to go to jail and face the charges, of which he could possibly face 25 to life. So because of that, he took the tule he was holding, put it on his head, and bam, he unalived himself. Another rumor which was spun around was that his daughter
was sponsored by the late doctor and taken to the United States, and her studies were sponsored. But apparently, this was not so. Her father debunked this news and said that his daughter was born in Long Island, USA, and the daughter had even gotten scholarship based on athletic abilities and almost represented the United States in the 2012 Olympics. So you can imagine different stories are flying around. So who do you choose to believe?
Guys, the father-in-law of Dr. Ikenna Erinne, who commits suicide in USA over $15,000 child support ruling, has speaking out. According to the father-in-law said that the $15,000 is not even that much because the Ikenna and the daughter, Ikenna and the wife, they have 2 children and one has physical challenge, a disabled stuff. So he needs the second daughter that has physical challenge needs a special care from care service. So they pay home service, special care, clinical. He said a whole lot. And he even said that the reason why Ikenna decided to buy himself is because that Ikenna, after losing the license, Ikenna held the daughter and the children hostage. So when they called police on him, Ikenna decided to buy himself instead of going to jail. How did he end up with this kind of family? And the man even went ahead to say that even if he loses his license in the state, that he can go to another state in US and get his license and he can work there. Now, wow, how people are justifying this. So far, the news I have heard about Ikenna, nobody has come out to say anything bad about this guy. Everybody, even from college, from secondary school to college to the university, to even to US, to colleague in US, people who he was with, nobody has ever come out to say any bad thing against him. Now only the in-law and the wife, whatever, may he so reciprocal. I can say that he is a coward to buy himself. He would have come back JJ and start again. That people who are even older than him, that don't even know their future. Now village people, I'm very sure saying now village people. Yes. The father-in-law of Dr. Ikenna Erinne, who commits suicide in US over $15,000 child support, has said that no one should address that man as his in-law, that he only saw him 3 times, and besides, that Ikenna didn't pay the daughter's bride price. Oh my goodness. No empathy, no sympathy. Look at what this man typed, that your in-law, the husband, your daughter's husband, who they share 2 kids together, die in this way. And this is what to public. How did he even, what did he even sit with that man? It's the same in-law, that Francis Van Laden, that man that came out last year. They give lists of how many women where he don't lack. Is this 500? 5,000 women where he don't lack, where he don't knock across the country. Upon all the responsible family where he won't go marry. He cannot go. Anyway, look at what he posted. He said, most Nigerians think with emotions and not with reality and fact. How is someone who never paid bride price for my daughter a son-in-law? He is even an Anambra man like me. Anambra men are very proud with family. Hence, most women like them as they are generous. This one earning big money is refusing to pay ordinary $1,900 a month. Nobody should call him my son-in-law. For someone I have only seen 3 times. The Oyibo that married my first daughter paid bride price. Please, the wedding invitation and the wedding card we saw, what happened? So he didn't pay bride price and went to do wedding. Or more. See what this man is typing, say Ikenna died in this way. Man, before una marry, please do background check. Do background check. Is where. May he so rest in peace.
A friend has gone because of a woman. Dr. Ikenna Erinne is now late because of a woman. The abuse that men in Europe and the United States, America as a whole, suffer in the hands of women is becoming overwhelming. I don't know who made this law. I don't know who made this law that a man will struggle all his life only to relinquish everything he's earned to a woman. Thousands of African men in Europe and America are going through a lot under the hands of their women, especially African women. You see, when a woman plans to crush you, she crushes you completely. They will turn your life upside down. They will take everything that you've got. In case you don't know, this doctor, after studying many years to become a doctor, and then started life afresh again in the United States to become a cardiologist, going through residency training to become somebody for the family. And then he fell into the hand of a wicked woman, a Jezebel. And then you may not know how much this guy has squandered in the court of law. And once your case is once there's any abuse case against you, you will stop working. At that point, you begin to spend. You'll be spending all your earned salary, your earned money, you'll be spending it to lawyers just to see if you could win your case. And for you to know, this guy lost his license because of this case. Now, in the midst of this, he was told, when he lost the case eventually, he was told that he should be paying $15,000 every month just to look after a child. You see, marriage has turned into a cash cow for women, and men should wise up. Men should wise up. Especially if you are made, if you are already made, go to an already made woman. It's better. Don't go to a pauper, especially these lazy ones that refuse to work when they come abroad, because they don't want to work. It is not easy to wake up every day, go to work, you come back. So they would rather sleep, wake up, and the man pays their bill in the name of child support. They can make you do anything. Everything you work for will just be going into a woman in the name of child support. Worst of it is that they won't even use that money to look after those children. That money should just be for their upkeep and saving. Only a fraction of that money will go to the case. Ikenna lost his license because of a woman. Now you may think he shouldn't have taken his life. Fine, he wasn't supposed to have taken his life. But sometimes he begins to choke. You won't even know whom to go to. Your life will be full of regrets. And then you will be like, why have I chosen to end up with this woman? This is the case with Ikenna. Ikenna is an able guy who struggled to find his way. Did everything humanly possible to become a cardiologist in the United States, only to be crushed by a woman. Crushing it, completely. Now, I know you must have thought, where do I begin from here? How would I be paying £15,000 $15,000 every month to a woman that is just sleeping? And then how much has he left after losing the case? So would it just be a case of, whatever he gets, he just presents it to the woman, to the Jezebel? I really don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to say about this anymore. But the case of abuse of African men in Europe and America is becoming something else. That the law has to be revisited. Whichever law that puts women, ahead of men here, women don't control power. That law should be revisited. Look at how we just lost someone. An asset to the society has just taken his own life. Now you may say, if you are Ikenna, you would have done this, you would have done that. Nobody knows what he's capable or incapable of doing until he finds himself in such a situation. What am I trying to say in the effect? Leave poor girls for poor men. If you want to marry and you are rich, go to a richer person. It's high time we stopped turning ourselves slaves for women, and eventually they will crush us completely. Now this guy is just gone. A lot of men in Europe, this is what they are passing through. Some people are even looking for a way to exit. They are looking for where, how would they leave this country so that they stop paying this child support? But one has to learn from this story. It will not just end without learning from it. If it gets to this point, find a way to escape. Leave that child or those children. Leave it for that woman to look after. Relocate. Go elsewhere and just start your life afresh. I know there are good women, but there are very few of them. Very few. Most time the people you get here in Europe, especially Europe and America, are really the wicked ones. Really, turning marriages into a cash cow. They want to sleep and just keep earning. Enough is enough. The way we keep losing men. Ikenna is just one of those people that took their life. People, this issue keep happening, and it will happen tomorrow. It will keep happening. History will keep repeating itself. But we just have to look into this thing and don't stop it from, government, I don't know who established this law that favors women in Europe, and that is why they are turning men into nothing. It's crazy. It's really is so bad that one has to lose his life this way because of a woman. Rest in peace, Ikenna. If I had seen you before you took this decision, I would have told you not to. There are better ways out. You could have left the woman, could have left the kid, and then go elsewhere and start a new life. This is so bad and disheartening. I pray that this will just stop happening. A man will just struggle all his life and just lose his entire wealth in the hands of women. Rest in peace.